Good afternoon, everyone. I'm coming back with another TTM video for all you guys today. We got 3 in the mail today, and 2 were NFL. 1 is for Team 90s, and we had a couple returns that were out for a little while that came back, so it's always nice to see that. But other than that, let's get on with the video. So our first one is coming out of Greenville, South Carolina. It's a 1 of 3 success in 194 days. And this one has some information that goes along with it. So we got back an autograph from Mr. Thane Gash of the Cleveland Browns. And just to let you guys know, this is 91 Upper Deck. I did not send this card. What I sent were 2 4x6 photos of Mr. Gash. And he returned my note. See if I can show you guys. So what he wrote on it was copyright, please don't copy photos. So, I mean, I know what he was trying to say was don't use copyrighted photos. So it's not copyright, it's copyright. And please don't copy photos, but there are quite a few things wrong with his request. I think that he probably needs to look at copyright laws and things like that before he just starts doing this. But what he ended up doing was he ended up keeping my photos and sent me this card. So I would say don't send photos to Mr. Gash if you're going to send to him. Apparently he won't sign, but yeah, it was just kind of a weird note to send me. Like I don't understand it. But anyways, yeah, I would just not send him photos. Just send him cards or index cards or whatever. Anything else but a photo apparently. So wanted to let you guys know about that. Let's see here. Next one we have is a 2 of 3 success in 45 days. It's coming out of Jacksonville, Florida. And this one was awesome to get back. It's Mr. Keenan McCardell. And Mr. McCardell, in his San Diego Charger days, was a part of one of the most memorable plays I saw live out at the stadium in my 80-plus games that I watched.
Down at the New York 26. Tight formation. Toss over to the right side. They pull the guard. And it's going to be thrown by Tomlinson. Wide open McCardell. Touchdown San Diego!
And the game happened to be against the New York Giants. I believe it was 2005. And it was Eli Manning's first game into San Diego after he did the whole, you know, I'm not going to play for San Diego in the 2004 draft. And, you know, I'm sure you guys have all been to live events, and there's just some games that you kind of get the feeling from the get-go how it's going to go. It's kind of one of those contests that was just one-sided, and that's the way the game was. The Chargers just utterly blew out the Giants. The crowd was probably the loudest I've ever heard the crowd in San Diego, and Eli Manning was just shell-shocked, and the Giants didn't know what hit him, and I don't know what the final score was. I know the Chargers beat him up pretty good, and I thought it was kind of funny. The thing I remember the most about the game, other than the play that McCardell was in, was that during player introductions, the Giants were supposed to announce their offensive starters and chose to just run out on the field without announcing anybody because they didn't want to have Eli Manning's name said because the crowd was already fired up, and they chose not to say any names. And that didn't matter. The crowd was pretty much chanting Eli Manning's name the entire game with some other choice words and stuff like that. And the Giants could never get going. But I remember Keenan McCardell's time with the Chargers was just amazing. And he's going to be one of my all-time favorites just because I got to see so many games of him live. But he's also more known to be wide receiver for the Jaguars and the Buccaneers. But obviously I remember him most for his Charger days. So we got him on these 2 cards. As you guys know, all the addresses I use will be in the description. This one turned out a little streaky. This one turned out really, really nice. And he used black Sharpie. He does use a mix of black or blue, so you kind of never know what you're going to get. So thank you, Mr. McCardell. And my last return of the day is a 404 success in 16 days. It's coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. And this is for Battle of the Decades. It is from Mr. Eric Fox. So we got Mr. Fox on this 1993 Topps. And got him on this other 1993 Topps. He's got a pretty nice signature. We got him on this 1993 Donruss, which, because of the jersey, is hard to see, but it is there, I assure you guys. There you go. It's there. It's hard. It would have been better, you know, maybe over here or up here, but it is what it is. And then he was nice enough to sign the index card. So you can see he almost does a full signature. You can see the ERI. There's not much of a C, but the Fox is full and number 28. So thank you, Mr. Fox. It's a point for Team 90s. And thank you, Mr. Gash, even though that was kind of a weird return, but at least I got something back. And a big shout out to Keenan McCardell. Really do appreciate it. The address for McCardell is actually through the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he's a pretty good signer, actually. So I would definitely reach out to him. But hope you guys all had a fantastic return day for your guys' own personal collections. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you guys all have a blessed evening. Until our next video, see ya.